Challengers is directed by Luca Guadagnino and stars Zendaya, Josh O'Connor and Mike Faist. This film follows a tennis coach played by Zendaya who signs her husband up for a challenger tennis match. However, unbeknownst to him, he will be playing against her ex-lover and his best friend. Going into Challengers, I didn't really know what to expect. I like the trailers, I like the cast, I've seen Call Me By Your Name, directed by Luca Guadagnino, but actually I think I was hesitant going in because the reviews were so good. So I did have to kind of take a step back and go into this movie with lowered expectations for that reason. In this role, Zendaya is really stepping out of her comfort zone. This is unlike anything she has done before, but she is fantastic in this movie. The script really demands that she shows range. When we see her in earlier scenes, there's something that feels more innocent, but as the film progresses, she gets a lot more complex. And the way Zendaya portrays that evolution is really natural. I think Mike Faist as her husband and Josh O'Connor as his ex-best friend and her ex-lover are also brilliant. Mike Faist definitely feels more vulnerable, but Josh O'Connor's character is just a dickhead, and they both play into those aspects of their characters really well. One thing I really love about this movie is how it feels like a tennis match, even when there isn't an actual tennis match happening on screen. The way the dialogue flows, the way the editing moves between shots. There is a rhythm and an energy to this film that feels unique. And with this film, it really feels like Luca Guadagnino really trusts his actors. Because one thing I noticed when watching it is that there's not a lot of close-ups. And close-ups in a movie are typically used to enhance how a character is feeling. But instead it feels like the director went, no, my actors are so good, we don't need that. I really appreciated he did that, and he was right to do so because the acting is so good. The script here is really sharp. This film has a very specific structure in terms of the past and the present, and also when it decides to reveal certain pieces of information. And I think that script structure really helps in terms of keeping you on the edge of your seat, because a piece of information will be revealed where it doesn't just change the scene you're watching, but also scenes that have come earlier, and that happens multiple times throughout the film. And talking of edge of your seat, the final 20 minutes are fantastic. I will say this though, the ending will be divisive. When it happened in the moment, I was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? But actually now that I've sat on the ending more, I really like it. I do have a couple of issues with the movie. I think the pacing at times can be jarring, especially in the way it switches between timelines. I'm probably paraphrasing here, but just as an example, there will be a title card that comes up that says 2 years later, and then shortly after there will be a title card that says 13 days earlier, and then you might have 3 years earlier, or something like that. And there were times where I did kind of have to sit back and go, okay, where are we in the story? And in addition to that, I do think there are some character decisions that could be more fleshed out. Certain characters do make decisions where more of an explanation as to why they made that decision would be more helpful in terms of understanding the character. Let me say this movie is horny as hell, especially for a movie with really no sex in it. Like, it's hard to explain it, but once you see the movie, you will understand. Overall, I really like Challengers. I think Zendaya shows amazing range here, and I'm really excited to see what Luca Guadagnino directs next. I'm going to give Challengers a B+. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. Blu-ray Billy, logging off.